Xience Stent, a DES that consistently delivers successful outcomes in the cath lab and far beyond. Now the innovative design and proven performance of Xience has advanced even further. Introducing Xience SkyPoint Drug-Eluting Stent System. Better maximum expansion from 3.5 to 5.75 millimeters and no shortening, enabling you to treat patients with tapered lesions using a single stent. Xience SkyPoint's seamless one-piece shaft and slimmer profile with optimized pushability. This latest generation Xience stent has excellent deliverability with low tracking and crossing forces. All specifically designed for complex patients and lesions. The new 48mm design supports a lower crossing profile and better maximum expansion. The result, Xience SkyPoint builds on the Xience stent record of proven performance with trusted patient outcomes supported by real-world evidence, delivering optimal procedural and early outcomes in all types of patients and lesions. And now, with a 1-month DAPT indication for high bleeding risk patients. Xience Stent delivers unparalleled clinical outcomes that last far beyond the intervention. Even out to 10 years. Enabling patients to live a better quality of life. Xience SkyPoint Drug-Eluting Stent System.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Dear esteemed faculties, dear all of you, thank you very much for coming here to join us in a very brand new cardiovascular meeting. I'm a bit nervous. Yeah. We have almost a year to prepare for this meeting. We call it the SAIGON Cardiovascular Interventional Forum, with its SIF, Science, Innovations, and Friendship. We have an advisory board, Professor Hồ Huỳnh Quang Trí, Professor Hồ Thượng Dũng, Professor Eric Aikau, and our course director, Dr. Quan Ly, Dr. Lam Ho, and Dr. Ngô Minh Hùng. So the idea of this forum is coming from the founders of what we call the Interventional Cardiology Club. And the founder is here, Dr. Ngô Minh Hùng, and I myself. So we start 4 years ago with the ideas of sharing the case. So cardiologists have their good case, their bad case, and then they bring the case to the meeting to share with us, and we can learn. So the vision of the club is very clear. By learning from each other, we can strengthen our knowledge, and we refine our technique, and we raise the standard of patient care. And for this forum, we can have a chance to celebrate the positive outcomes of all of the year 2024 advancement we have achieved. Also, we know about the limitations and unanswered questions that remain for our practice. So we believe that whether you are a very, very experienced interventionist or you are early in your career, this SIF 2024 is your stage to share, to learn, and contribute to the collective wisdom that shape the future of interventional cardiology. So let the journey begin today. So to continue, I would like to introduce Associate Professor Hồ Huỳnh Quang Trí from Ho Chi Minh City Cardiovascular Association. We give the opening speech for SIF 2024.
Ladies and gentlemen, dear colleagues, it's a great pleasure for me to be here to pronounce greetings from the Ho Chi Minh City Cardiovascular Association. I remember the day when Dr. Đinh Đức Huy approached me and asked me for the assistance in the organization of a scientific meeting of the PCI Club of Ho Chi Minh City. It was roughly 1 year ago. Since that time, the Ho Chi Minh City Cardiovascular Association and the PCI Club, led by Dr. Đinh Đức Huy, Dr. Nguyễn Đỗ Anh, and Dr. Ngô Minh Hùng, have cooperated to set up a full program of scientific conferences on percutaneous coronary interventions and cardiology. Today we meet here for the first SAIGON Cardiovascular Interventional Forum, organized under the auspices of the Ho Chi Minh City Cardiovascular Association. In this forum, we will have the opportunity to discuss difficult, complicated PCI cases, as well as many important aspects of modern cardiology. We will discuss with our local KOLs and renowned international experts. As a Vice President of the Ho Chi Minh City Cardiovascular Association, I deeply appreciate the activities of the PCI Club, which contribute greatly to the continuous medical education in interventional cardiology and cardiology in general for doctors in Ho Chi Minh City. On behalf of the Ho Chi Minh City Cardiovascular Association, I would like to thank the members of the organizing committee, the pharmaceutical and medical device companies which sponsor this event. Welcome all of you to the SIF 2024. We are honored to have you here, and I hope you find this event both rewarding and memorable. Thank you.
Thank you, Professor Hồ Huỳnh Quang Trí. So next, we would like to introduce Dr. Quang Le, our best friends of Vietnamese interventional cardiology. He will give an opening speech for SIF 2024. Dr. Quang.
Thank you very much, Dr. Huy. Good morning and welcome to the first SAIGON Interventional Forum meeting. I want to start by congratulating Dr. Huy, Dr. Hung, Dr. Jung, Dr. Huan, and Dr. Tri, as well as Dr. Lam and Dr. Eekhout on this remarkable day. It is truly a privilege to be here amongst long-standing friends to help celebrate the beginning of what I'm sure will be a landmark Southeast Asian meeting in the many years to come. I've been coming physically and virtually over the COVID years to Vietnam every year for 10 years, now following my first trip here with Dr. Tat Wen. Over this last decade, I cannot help but marvel and admire at the incredible growth and progress I've had the privilege to witness firsthand as Vietnam has emerged as a regional leader for innovation, collaboration, and excellence in cardiology and beyond. It has truly been an honor to learn together with you and to help build bridges between the US and Vietnam via Sky in a world where there are increasingly too many borders. Most importantly, I've come to admire the warmth, friendships, and camaraderie that you have built with cardiologists from all over Asia and the world. Our faculty list at this first meeting is a testament to the strength of this relationship with representation from many legends and names that across the board here that need no introduction who have come from near and far to support the first SIF meeting. So, congratulations for bringing us all together and for curating today's phenomenal program. I look forward to the many fruitful discussions and collaborations that will emerge from our meeting today. Here's to the next chapter of growth, discovery, evolution, and friendship. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Kwan Lee, for a beautiful speech to us. So next will be Dr. Ngô Minh Hưng, the founder of PCI Club and the course director of SIF 2022. So he will do the highlights of scientific programs of this year.
Thank you, Dr. Huy. Good morning and welcome to the inaugural SAIGON Interventional Cardiovascular Forum 2024. It is a privilege to address such a distinguished gathering of experts, clinicians, and researchers to such a distinguished, this kind of meeting, and they are dedicated to the advancing cardiovascular medicine. This year, program offers comprehensive exploration of contemporary challenges and innovation in general cardiology and also in interventional cardiology. Throughout the meeting, we will delve into pivotal topics, including acute coronary syndrome, chronic coronary syndrome, complex PCI, and emerging approaches to managing cardiovascular risk factors also. And the section will feature cutting-edge research, state-of-the-art practices, and in-depth case discussion led by local and global leaders in the field. So, we have organized the forum into 3 main areas and 1 exhibition hall outside. So you can, from here is the main arena, and then room 1 and room 2. So in main arena, lecture from the expert, we focus on the study of the year 2024, ST elevation, myocardial infarction, and ACS, complex PCI and PCI challenging. And room 1 is the focused on the cardiovascular risk factor management, chronic coronary syndrome, and acute coronary syndrome. And in conjunction with the 17th PCI Club meeting, as Dr. Huy already introduced, we focus on STEMI and ACS cases, complex PCI cases, complication PCI cases, and unusual PCI cases, and tip and trick in each section. So during the meeting, you can applaud, and last but not least, during the meeting, you can applaud the exhibit from the renowned medical company and manufacturers. Without their support, we would not have the opportunity to gather here to accept the dedicated devices and medication in order to use for our beloved patient. So this is the gently remind that and I would like to gently remind you that due to the time constraints, because we have only one full day, so its speaker had only 15 minutes in order to present his work, and therefore they keep the presentation finished on time in order to we have time for more discussion and collaboration. And I also encourage you to actively engage in the discussion and collaboration because we gather here a lot of experts from the local and local and global to come here. So because they are vital to advancing our shared goal of enhancing patient care and outcome. So thank you very much for your coming here and then we let us now begin the program, and I wish you all a productive, insightful meeting. Thank you very much again.
So thank you, Dr. Hung. So to end the opening ceremony, I would like to invite all of the faculties to approach the stage. We do our photos together. Okay, please.